I just want to reiterate the fact that I'm really looking for a firm that I can trust.
Sure.
Okay? Everybody's coming in talking about good services and things, you know I'm talking to some other firms. So just make sure before you walk out of here that you've got me convinced that you're the firm that I can trust the most to partner with going forward.
Sure.
Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Good. Like it. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, just some quick introductions. I'm Tom Finneran. I'm the managing partner here at the Seattle office in Media Assurance Services.
Yep.
To my left is Hyun Jo. She's the senior manager in the Seattle office as well, part of the Media Audit Services.
Okay.
To my right is Garrett Jordash. He's the senior partner.
Garrett?
Garrett, yes.
Yeah, same thing.
Yes, sir. He is in the tax service. He's the senior partner there.
Okay.
And then at the far end of the table is Meng Ai, and she is a senior partner in our advisory services.
Good. Great. Welcome.
So I think just to get started, the purpose of our meeting is basically to allay your anxieties about switching firm, make that transition as smooth as possible, as well as prove to you our superior quality, I think. And looking at Deloitte, we are in the business of client service above all else. And when you have the most talented, best people working on the most challenging problems, everyone wins. And that's our that's our standpoint. As you can see, we have 57,000 professionals, but they're all under pretty much one umbrella and one branch, and we work cohesively as a unit. I think the best part about this practice is that there's no silo effect at all across all 4 business areas: audit, tax, consulting, and advisory. You can pull on the resources of all of them, and that's beautiful because when you see that we're working locally in Seattle, which has a great strong presence in the media industry, they can also pull from the strength of our brand nationally as well as globally.
Tom, let me stop because I've heard some wonderful things about your firm.
Sure.
57,000 professionals. And I'm just a small company.
Absolutely.
Am I going to get lost in all this?
Absolutely not. That's the beauty of our team, I think. We catered our team specifically to your needs, your industry, from relevant industry experience, as you can see looking at our social media practice. And our goal, I think, is to not lose you at all, because we have the resources of a big firm and can compete with all the big firms, but it's basically a family atmosphere here, and we understand that it's a hard transition for you from dealing with a smaller accounting firm to moving up with one with great resources. And I understand that it's a tough transition, but I believe we are a family here at Deloitte, and we offer intimate client service that I think is really a great asset that we have.
Okay.
But then just quickly looking at our social media practice, you can see that me personally, from my background, I started just out of college. I joined a small startup tech company in Chicago, so I understand a lot of the anxieties that you're going through and the problems you're facing. And I think I speak for all of us when we say that it would be a privilege for us to help carry that burden that you're carrying on your shoulders right now. At Deloitte, we have a full circle approach to our audit, meaning that it's driven by planning, performance, and then feedback. So as you grow as a company, we also grow. And as you'll hear more about soon, we just walked the client through our client LinkedIn through the audit, and we were sure to staff our team accordingly with industry experience. And I'd like to pass it along to Jan, who will explain to you more the procedure involved in an IPO, which could be on the horizon, as well as talk about our team makeup.
Good.
Yeah, so this is our procedure for IPO audit. And now I'd like to talk about our audit plan for Migo specifically. Migo has seen significant growth in recent years, so I believe one of your options considering for financing is IPO. So actually Deloitte has a rich experience in helping social media companies going public. We can help you to examine 3-year financial statements before IPO, and then we can help you determine whether you need some interim report to be included in your registration statement with SEC. And after filing the statement to SEC, they will have it reviewed and send back a comment letter addressing some of the areas that are deficient or need additional clarity. We, Deloitte, alongside with your legal counsel and your underwriter, can help prepare prepare the response to that comment letter. And the last step for our auditor's role is to submit a comfort letter to your underwriter. This is required under securities law. So basically, the letter confirms that your financial information, which is not audited by us, complies with US GAAP. So as you can see from our audit team chart, Team4Finneran will be one of our partners, and I will be the senior manager. Fortunately, Tom and I have both worked for the LinkedIn IPO audit team in 2011. So I believe we can offer you the best IPO audit service, and we have sufficient expertise and rich experience in this area. And as you can see from this chart, this is not a final version because we need to fully examine your financial position carefully after you join our Deloitte family, and then we can bring the most suitable Deloitte professionals to our Amigo team and to tailor our services to best fit your needs. So do you have any questions?
I actually do, or a comment. In talking with some other individuals who have done some IPOs, they said the valuation piece is really where they seem to struggle, and where some sort of stumbled right out of the gate, Facebook being one of them. How do you address that?
I mean, naturally that's an obstacle, but we have discussed this in great length, still having not seen your financial statements, but
Sure.
looking at competitors.
I mean, just in general.
Of course, yeah. I think Deloitte offers great value in the sense that they can pull upon some of the best specialists in the industry, especially when it comes to valuation. And they're working intimately with you, and I can assure you, looking at what the experience we have with LinkedIn, which ran a lot smoother than Facebook in terms of their IPO. We can offer great expertise in that area.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I want to add one point. Because Deloitte also has a transaction advisory services group, and it offers valuation services to you and can help you go through this hard process. And they are really professional, and they have helped a lot of startup companies like you. So I believe. And also, this valuation process also involves some tax practice. So I like to have our tax partner, Garrett, to talk about our tax process.
I do. So I'll briefly just go over our tax team. It's made up of 5 members right now, and that's obviously something to change. But we've all been in the local office for our entire career. Some of us are a little younger, but we have experience in the media, telecommunications, and technologies market, and we think we can really help Amigo take the next step. And one of the things I think a lot of multinational corporations are facing are issues with international tax provisions.
Oh, yeah.
And recently, Congress has begun drafting new provisions for international tax compliance. And I just want to assure you that Deloitte is ahead of the curve on dealing with those international tax issues. We have a number of programs we can offer you. If you look at the slide, one of them is our business model optimization services that's going to help integrate your business functions with your tax planning in order to provide smoother transition to international tax compliance. The second one I think that's really important is our International Core of Excellence, which provides direct communication lines to senior tax specialists across the globe and across all jurisdictions, and that's the kind of advice your company's going to need going forward. And finally, I'd like to talk about the new FACT Act that Congress just recently passed through. And that's going to have a major effect on any multinational corporation because it's going to govern investments in foreign financial institutions, and we see that as probably an issue for Amigo going forward because you're going to have to make investments with banks overseas in order to keep your production in Chile and China and India up as well. So I'd just like to assure you that our tax team will be on top of your tax planning and compliance services so that you can focus on growing your business.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn it over to Meng for our advisory services.
All right.
Yeah. Hi, Neil.
Hi.
I'm the leader of the security and privacy practice of our advisory group in the Seattle office. For the past 10 years, my team and I familiarly work with clients in industries like technology, telecommunications, and media, including clients like Microsoft, T-Mobile, and some major networks in the Seattle area. So we definitely have a very clear understanding and extensive experience about how to bring value to our company. So I knew social media service is heavily dependent on the a strong and trusted relationship with our firm and your users. So problems like data leakage or improper disclosure of your users' information will definitely harm your reputation. So that will definitely affect your business financially. So by having us, we were working together to establish an effective risk and security management program and enhance the data protection issues. And we'll also work closely with our audit team on the issues like internal control and business valuation, like Ian mentioned. So for another thing is the regulation and legal compliance. And for that thing, our senior manager, Janelle Wines, will definitely lead on that. She was actually the member of the leaking engagement, and she also has experience in our Hong Kong office. So I think with our international background and extensive experience in the social media industry, will definitely help you with our domestic and international legal concerns. So in short, our advisory team will definitely be thrilled to have the opportunity working with Amigo by offering services like mergers and acquisitions, business valuations, forensic services, and etc. So like all the other service team we have in Deloitte, our advisory group will definitely pull out our best professionals at the national and international basis to deliver the best services you can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and just to close, and to reiterate what my colleagues have been saying, I'm sure you noticed that some of the most frequent words coming out of their mouths was you and family, and that's really what we offer here at Deloitte. You know, it's you, your business, your future, and that's of paramount concern to us. And for me individually, as I spoke about coming from a startup tech company that has grown and flourished in recent years, I understand a lot of the fears that you have, and also the excitement that you're experiencing as you broaden your horizons. But I just want to say that it would be a privilege to work with you, and we hope you join